Hi guys, I'm Haley.
I'm Kendra.
Welcome back to our channel. And today we're going to be answering some of your questions. Yes.
We posted on our story and you guys all answered what you want to know.
On our Instagram, of course.
Yes. So now we have questions that we're going to answer. And you may notice we're somewhere different. We're with my plants today.
Are you sure you don't want to show them your big plant?
Okay, I'll show you at the end. Don't let me forget. Okay, ready? First one.
Okay.
This sounds simple, but it's not. Who asked who out first?
Here's a timeline.
Uh-huh.
Kendra asked me to come over the very first night that we met.
Mm-hmm.
I had work early in the morning, so I said no, but let's go on a date.
Okay.
But then she asked me to be her girlfriend, and then later I asked her to be my wife, and then later she asked me to be her wife.
So really, I win. I asked her out. If we're going by tally, I asked you out.
But
what do you guys think?
Officially, I asked her out on our first date.
And yeah, but I asked you to be together.
You're right. So girlfriend or official date, what do you guys think? I don't know.
Yeah, you guys have to let us know.
Do you want to win this one?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
Can we just both ask each other out? Okay, so I picked this one specifically because somebody did their research and knows me very well. Someone asked me what my favorite Tamora Pierce book is. Props to you for knowing my favorite author. Like, no one knows that. And probably, well, obviously you do, but you know.
Say I've listened to it on audio tape.
I love all of them. I love all of them. I love the Magic Circle series. I also really love the series with Dane because I think it'd be really, really cool to be able to transform into animals. And in the Magic Circle series, Briar is my favorite because I think it would also be really cool to control plants. Thanks for paying attention and knowing my favorite author. I feel really special. Okay.
Okay.
What was the hardest part of your relationship to get through?
I can't speak for my wife, obviously.
No, you're gonna probably say the same one I'd say.
Definitely my post-COVID. So long story short, 3 years ago, I got COVID for the first time before the vaccines were available. And I was totally fine. And then 3 months later, I started having extremely tough symptoms that I at first did not realize was related to COVID.
Yeah.
And at the same time, my grandfather passed like suddenly, so it was like super stressed.
To plan our wedding.
It was a lot. So I started having panic attacks, heart palpitations, insomnia, stomach issues.
We were in and out of the hospital.
Could not regulate my body temperature, and on top of that, my anxiety was through the roof. Could not drive, and I was having panic attacks, a lot of them.
Which is totally abnormal for her. Like, none of this had ever happened before.
Never.
So that was really, really hard. I know, I think that would be as expected. If anybody has a partner who has like a more chronic illness, that's really, really hard.
Yeah, it was hard to watch not only myself go through this, but obviously our relationship. But she's stuck by my side every single appointment, second, and every meltdown, all of it. And I can say without a doubt, I am so much better today, like so much more clear-headed, and I don't deal with any of those symptoms pretty much anymore. So, you know, the occasional anxiety, but I feel like that's pretty normal at this point.
She did all the right things, and I'm happy that I got to be there for her while she did them.
Yeah, I love you. So I definitely think that would be the hardest part of our relationship.
I agree.
Yeah, she's the best.
Yeah. What is a traditional thing that you and Haley do that y'all made up? So, like, what they're saying, like, what is like a tradition that we have? And if you've watched our wedding video, you may know this already, or the origin story of this tradition.
Yeah.
But every morning when we get out of the shower, we say, I love you more.
And that's not saying I love you more than she loves me. It's saying I love you more than I did yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and the year before that, the month before that.
So the response isn't I love you most, it's I love you more, I love you more.
Exactly. Just saying I love you more each day.
And I usually give her her towel.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the hardest part and best part of switching from teaching to content creation? If you guys don't know, we were preschool teachers before all of this. And we started content creation while we were still working there, and then we lost our jobs due to COVID, and then really got into content creation.
So we'll do the best part first or the hardest part first?
The hardest part first, so you can end on a good note.
Oh, great. Hardest part from switching to teaching.
Switching from teaching to content creation.
Yes. Well, I missed the babies a lot. Yeah. I missed all the kiddos. I obviously created a bond with all the children that we had, and the parents and the families and the dynamic of everyone. I love teaching. I was really, really good at it.
Yeah, so, me too. With my kiddos, I feel like I got to really see the benefits of having ADHD while teaching.
Unmedicated ADHD.
Yeah. I like really genuinely had a lot of fun like running around and playing with my 3-year-olds, and I think that we had a lot of fun together. So yeah, definitely missing the kiddos. That was the hardest part.
As far as switching from teaching to content creation, the hardest part would be there's no manual for social media.
Yeah.
So we joke all the time that we switched from a 8 to 5 to a 24/7, and I say that only because I just got an email an hour ago saying, hey, can you have this video done by today or tomorrow?
Yeah. Or we'll get emails and be like, hey, can you be on LA next week? And we're like, I guess.
That being said, we absolutely love our job.
Love it. Oh my gosh,
we'd never
awesome.
change it for anything.
It's awesome. Yeah, we're super blessed.
But I think that switching from a very scheduled
and structured, you know,
yeah.
like they sat down and taught us everything that we needed to know to take care of these children, and nobody taught us anything about social media. We were just kind of fumbling around in the dark trying to figure it out.
Like that, you know, because every day social media is changing. So I feel like that was definitely a learning curve, but because Kendra and I worked so well together, I felt like we were able to like navigate it, and on top of that, like authentically just be ourselves.
Yeah.
In our relationship and who we are as people, I feel like that was easy too. Now the easiest parts, right? The best parts.
Yeah.
I get to work with my best friend.
We get to hang out all the time.
We get to hang out all the time.
Yeah. And we do usually, not always, but get to make our own hours. So like if there was a time when I got a call from my family and they were like, hey, we need you so-and-so's in the hospital, I could drop work and I could go. Yeah. You know?
That being said, you have to stay extremely on top of yourself because you are in charge of your own schedule.
Because nobody's going to get on you if you don't get it done. You're just not going to do well.
I will also say that the amount of content creation across all the platforms, because there's Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. Did I already say Twitch? There's a lot of them, and there's obviously different content for each platform.
Which I think is a plus and a minus. Obviously, it's a lot of content, but the plus of that is that, like, you can do different things on each of these platforms, and they can all be differently entertaining. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
No, that makes sense.
I think working together, and getting to be, like, creative every day, you know? Yeah. Also seeing the effect that we have on the people around us and the community that we've built. Like, talking to you guys makes everything worth it.
100%.
Are we going to adopt kids one day?
We get this question every
all the time.
single
Or if we're
day.
going to have babies.
If we're going to have babies or we're going to adopt.
The answer's no.
No. Just not right now. We may revisit it in like 3 to 5 years. But we still have time. You know, I'm 30. Kendra's
27.
Almost 28.
Mm-hmm.
So
next month.
Mm-hmm. So we do have time, but I think right now we're just really enjoying where we're at now. Like we haven't established other things that we want to establish first before we have a family.
And I'm not sure I want kids, to be honest. Yeah. I love kids. Oh my gosh. I have a niece and a nephew who are awesome. But I'm not sure that I want kids of my own. So right now, no. Maybe later. Don't know.
Gotcha.
What makes a good marriage, baby? What makes a good marriage?
Communication. You guys don't realize that like tone is everything.
Yeah. Like not just communicating, like talking at someone, you have to effectively
dialogue
and healthily and efficiently communicate. If they don't understand what you're saying, you're not communicating right.
That being said, you also have to open up about like your needs. Like sometimes we call it Sims meters. Like if you have a Sims, like obviously there's like their happiness and social hygiene, all these other things. So there's days where like she may be a little bit more low energy, and I'm like up here, she's not, and you know if she can only give 20%. I show up and I make the 80% happen, and I feel like we work really, really well because for some reason we switch.
We do.
There are some days where we're both down, but we always know how to like reconnect or like bring the energy back.
Also recognizing that, basically what you just said, but recognizing that your partner can't read your mind. So like if you're upset about something and you're like, well, they should know. Unless you told them, no, they shouldn't.
Some people really just don't know. Now, if you've told them, that's a different story. Maybe they didn't hear you.
But you do have to tell them. You know, like you can't just be like, well, you didn't. I was gonna say put the toilet seat down, but that's not a problem, trust. Well, you didn't put the dishes in the sink when I asked you to.
Ooh.
Okay, well, she was in the middle of watching TV or on the phone with her mom. She didn't even hear me ask. You know, so like you have to like actually communicate and not let the little things get the better of you.
The little things.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people will not let stuff go, and sometimes you have to pick and choose your arguments and let it be water under the bridge and be like, okay, it was a problem, let's talk about how we just avoid that problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I use the word we.
Yeah.
We avoid
Oh, that's
that
another
problem.
one. You never want to beat each other at each other. You guys should always be together against the problem. Even if one of you caused the problem, it is still your job as a couple together to fix the problem.
Yes, unless someone
cheated or
something.
something.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, staying loyal to your partner. Don't mess around. If you don't want to be with somebody, just don't be with them.
Just don't be with them. So I wonder who asked this one. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Who's our favorite mascot?
Oh, man.
Who is it? I don't know. Who could have possibly asked this question?
I think it was a big blue bear.
Maybe. Louie, obviously, we love you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the best.
Oh, Fred Bird, you're great too, though. What's our favorite thing about living in St. Louis? Also, hi, I love you. We love you too.
I love that there is so much to do.
Me too.
Like, coming from a smaller town, I feel like I could go out, the city is full of...
And it's all relatively close.
Yeah.
Like, I never have to drive more than 30 minutes to get to any store, any event. Anything that I want to do is within 30 minutes. That is amazing.
You have a baseball stadium, you have hockey arena, you have now the football and now soccer. There's venues all around. There's casinos, there's bars.
There's concerts, there's a gay district, there's like different shopping and food specific districts that you can just walk and find stuff to do.
And there's so many free things to do in St. Louis.
The zoo is free, the art museum is free, like that's amazing.
We also have Science Center, we have the City Museum.
We have a great park. We have one of the biggest city parks in the United States.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to do here and the weather's great, so obviously it doubles down on like...
We should go in the city and do a weekend and just like go around and see stuff.
Are you asking me for a yes weekend?
Yes.
Well, I wrote myself into that one. Stay tuned.
We're doing a yes weekend.
All right.
Also, there are really sweet people on like Instagram and social media sites who will post everything to do on the weekend, which is really nice. You don't have to go searching. You just follow one person and they tell you what to do.
Literally, there's farmers markets every single weekend. There's so much stuff to do.
And there's not like one. There's like 7.
Yeah, Rock
all
and
within
Crystal
like
festivals.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Plant stores. There's Targets here.
Okay, so what is our favorite tattoo and why?
This is my favorite tattoo. It's Athena. And I can show you why. Do you want to tell them why you?
Yes.
Yes.
Why me?
Why me? Just why you.
Why Kendra? I don't know. Why Kendra? She's trying to catch the cat. But the cat is running. Okay, bye-bye. Just us now. What's my favorite tattoo? I love all my tattoos. My answer changes every time, but at the moment, I'm gonna say the tattoo on my back. It says, "I'm the universe." Just because I think that the idea that we are made up of the same, like, atoms and molecules as, like, stars and supernovas, but also couches and plants is super cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's super cool. Yeah. I lost my wife. Should I just talk to you about random things? Since I was talking about the fact that we're all made up of the same stuff as stars, Stardust is a great movie. I just watched it the other day. Great movie. Oh, I could show you all my plants while she's gone. Hang on. There's this one. Well, his leaf's a little sad right now, but there's this one. There's a whole ass vine up there. Goes all the way across. Oh, Haley's gonna be like, why did you move the camera? Oh my god, she's still chasing you. She went that way. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys at the end to see the monsteras, but the monsteras are on either side of me right now, and they're like as large as me. Baby, do you need help? I just got a new plant for our anniversary. It's large, so it's still sitting on the table. I don't know where to put it. Stardew Valley is my favorite video game. I'm just gonna tell you guys all the things about me. Ah, she found her. Oh my gosh, we should have told them what your shirt is. Haley's wearing Call Me Kristen's merch right now. This is Athena. This is why she has the tattoo Athena. And she loves her. She will let Haley do anything with her.
Yeah? She's the best. The sweetest girl.
Haley always says she saved her.
She did.
Are you out of breath now?
Yeah, she made me run all over the house. Look at her little mean face.
She's so cute.
Don't we look alike?
They do. They actually do look alike. Oh, wait, look at the camera. Hold her.
She's like, all right, go climb. Go show me. Yeah, I'm talking to you. All right, next one. What was your favorite tattoo?
I'm the universe.
Oh, I love that tattoo.
And then I went on a whole tangent about how we're made of the same stuff as stars, that they should watch the movie Stardust. Also, Starry Valley is a great, oh my God, that starts with star too.
ADHD, what's the next question?
Okay. How do you know if a person is the right one? Is there a time limit before you should know?
Ooh.
I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, think about this planet Earth. There's probably nothing more unique, except for maybe fungus.
Oh, don't get her on that tangent. She's giving me shit about tangents.
Mushrooms and fungi, yes. Then humans. Think about human beings. Like, they're literally... There's, like, not anybody else out there that is you.
Yeah.
So, taking that into consideration, I feel like the possibilities of finding the right one is endless.
Yes.
You know, but for me, personally... I knew Kendra was the right one when all my walls came down and I wanted to put the walls around us instead of just me.
Yeah.
So...
She also was not looking for a relationship though, and I was. So I feel like that's a little different. I knew exactly what I was looking for, and she was it. So when we met, I was like, yep, found it, got it. You're coming home with me. You're coming home with me.
Yeah.
So I knew pretty damn quick.
And I think that, like, we see a lot of, like, social media and, like, TV and, like, fairy tale kind of stuff, that it's, like, this overwhelming feel of, like, joy and, like, happiness and, like, magic. And though that is there, there's something about it that is so comforting.
It's easy.
It's like home.
It's easy.
It's exactly what it's like. You ever, like, go inside your home and, like, and it's a cozy home and, like, you lay down and you're like, oh, like, it's, like, my bed or... like your safe place? That's what she felt like. Like, I could tell her any secret. I could go anywhere in the world with this person, and I know that, like, okay, we're getting all sappy.
Love me.
Yes. Yeah. How'd you know I was the right one, huh?
Well, I knew exactly what I was looking for, and you were it. So
I just checked all the boxes.
Yes.
So.
Well, I also think so. Just general romantic advice from me.
Make a checklist.
No, I didn't actually write one down. But I knew what I wanted and I knew what I didn't want. And because of my past experiences. And so I started dating people with the idea that if they were what I didn't want, then that was fine. I would find someone else. And if they were what I did want, then I would continue to explore that until I was sure. So, and I just dated people until I was sure.
What did you want?
Well.
Are you sure you know what you want? Because let me tell you, as someone that knows my wife, do you know what you want? Is it a feeling?
Okay, deciding what I want for dinner is not the same thing as deciding who I want for the rest of my life. Okay?
One should be easier, and you can't even do that.
Deciding what I want for dinner is significantly harder. Don't ask me why.
Probably because you have to make the decision every single day, and it has to be different, or there's judgment, and there's cooking involved. It all comes out of the moving parts. So, are you laughing with it?
Not that deciding who I want to be with for the rest of my life doesn't have a lot of moving parts. I think
someone that may be aligned with your personal beliefs.
There's a bunch of stuff to consider.
Someone
Obviously, you
who
want
has
to
a sexy body.
Oh my god.
Are
you done?
I'm just saying. Just curious.
Yes.
They're
know
curious.
What you want. Know what you want. Know what you don't want.
Yeah.
You know. So I wanted someone
to it.
Yes. Do not settle. Do not settle. If this doesn't feel right for you, that's fine. Find someone else.
Yeah.
There's so many fish in the sea. Seriously.
That is true. The other day we heard somebody talk about when they were thinking about a family with their partner, they hesitated and was like, no. And so
that's it. Done.
And the reality of it is you're with somebody for a future.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily, unless you agree upon
different,
which...
But theoretically, you're with someone for the rest of your life, so you're going to be with this person not only when your cat dies, but when your mom dies.
Yeah.
You know, like when your kiddo is rushed to the hospital.
Oh, gosh.
You know, like what is
Not
this?
having kids.
Yeah, but how is this person going to react? And are they going to be able to be there not only for whoever is struggling,
Find
but
the
for
best teammate ever.
Marry your best friend.
Marry your best friend. And if you don't want to get married, that's cool too.
Yep. One more note on that though. I do think it's important to remember that the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greenest where you water it.
Snaps. And that is what we got for today. We have
Thank you so
plenty
much
of questions.
for listening to us. And let us know if there's anything else you really want to know. Put it in the comments and maybe we'll do a part 2.
That's what I was going to say.
Got you, good.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
We're doing a Yes Weekend. Stay tuned for my Yes Weekend.
Okay, until next time, guys.
Love you, bye! Over here. Thank you. Okay. This is my Monstera.
Uh-huh.
Look how big she is.
Very big.
I love her.
And then I got you that for your 25th birthday.
Yeah. And it was like this big then.
Very little, yes.
Yes. And then this is the other one. This is where we were just sitting. This is my other Monstera.
Yeah, all
I
right.
love her. She's beautiful.
Glad we did not forget.
Yes. Yeah. That's one of my favorite plants. Maybe I'm going to tattoo a Monstera. Can you see my variegated Monstera real quick? Come here. Okay, this is my variegated Monstera. I think I need to put her on a trellis. But look, see? Variegated. This is the first one that's come with a hole. And it has a tiny little bit of variegation. But I actually got this plant. As a cutting from my dad's husband in California. And I carried it back on 2 planes and 2 layovers with me in a little plastic bag. And then I put it in water and I rooted it for a year and then I planted it and now it has new leaves and it's amazing. Plants are great.